Hello and welcome to the midweek market update, where we dissect the action of the week and see what that means going into Friday. If that's something you're into, stick around. All right, so what you're looking at here is Aurora Innovation, ticker symbol AUR. And what an opportunity this was yesterday evening, where it actually went down, I think, about 30%. No, maybe like 28, yeah, something like that. 29% after hours, because Uber applied to leverage some of the shares it owned, and took the stock down 30%, and we were able to pick up some shares. I think around, what was it, 550, and got a nice 23% bounce from that ad. So interesting stuff happening. Big moves in the market happening all the time. It seems there's another one of the portfolio's names actually got hit with a short report. This Main Street Capital. This is more of the income side of the portfolio, where they are basically saying that Maine is overvalued and some of its assets are not going to perform. And basically, the auditor is like close to the company. It's not using one of the big auditors that some of these other BDC stocks use, and so it's could cut its dividend, and they're shorting it. And yeah, we use that as a buying opportunity to buy a little bit more of this, because anytime there's a short report, it's probably a good buying opportunity when you actually look into the report and they just think it's overvalued. So hey, yeah, we did that. Some other notable big moves besides Main Street Capital. Well, Tempest keeps going up, but yeah, Tesla keeps going up. It's a nice little breakout out of this consolidation here, and it just keeps moving. So we had sold the 320 calls, or not in the public account, but in another account. But then we just moved the calls up to 370. Yes, because that's basically what we do. If the calls that we sold get breached, we just sell the next 30 to 25 delta calls, and just keep moving it up, because we're still long the shares, so it's all good. Because eventually it will go sideways and the income will start coming in. So let's that's all the updates for the portfolio, but let's take a look at the S&P 500 and see what we're working with. For those of you who don't know, I've been an investor for over 10 years and a full-time swing trader for the last 5. In August of 2024, I welcomed my first child into the world. To build his financial foundation, I funded a $100,000 account for him, which I'm growing using a personalized 60-40 portfolio approach. This channel will document that journey. My goal is to create educational content so that one day my son can learn how I grew his account and apply it himself one day. To follow the portfolio's every move, check the link in the description below. I attach it to a website that tracks every trade. Drop your questions or thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys along the way. Cheers. So, yeah, we've been kind of going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 days pretty much, in this upwave. Without any meaningful, distribution. We're kind of seeing it in here, but actually, because we've gone up 5%, we kind of got rid of one of those distribution days. So we're back to 2 distribution days. It's looking okay. The 2022 analog could be intact, where it does something like this. Goes above the moving average. How much did it get above the moving average here? It got 4% above the moving average here. And what are we working with here? How much above this moving average? We're at like 6.5% above this moving average, and 4.5% above that one. So this time period that we're in right now is a little bit stronger. So potentially it's not going to lead to something like 2022 anymore. But that's just something I'm eyeing. And also another analog I'm eyeing is the COVID crash, where yeah, we kind of just, once we got through this moving average, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So about right here is where we're at. Yeah, we're above 6% above this moving average, and then this one, and it doesn't go back in my chart, but yeah, about 2%. So this is looking pretty similar to where we're at. So maybe for the next 22 days, we're just going to kind of chop around here. So those are two analogs I'm looking at now. So like still the 2022 analog, but then also this COVID crash where we pretty much made the gains over this last month, and it's going to digest for about a month or so. Yeah, that would make sense if we are going to go to this kind of COVID crash analog. But yeah, so that's an update on the market. Let's take a look at the portfolio, and then also the market monitor, and see what that has to say. So here, let's take a look. So portfolio is doing pretty well. I mean, we're finally up on the year. Yeah, it's still kind of off. I mean, it's doing a little bit better than this. I think we're up like 4 or 5% on the year now. But some notable names. Yeah, Tesla's moving. Oh, this Digital Turbine is moving pretty nicely. It's an advertising stock, and then yeah, Zim is moving nicely because of the China de-escalation. So there's going to be more shipments, even with the de-escalation of Yemen and in one of those gulfs over there where they shoot the ships. Yeah, these guys are benefiting from that, so that's not happening anymore. But yeah, that stock's moving good, and when this thing pays out dividends, it pays out a lot. Like 80% yield kind of thing. So I like having that in the portfolio. This New Scale Power Corp is the uranium stuff. So uranium stuff's doing pretty good. Yeah, and then also on this side, this Aurora, it was still down on the day. We added, post market last night. What else? Yeah, Moderna is just, I might have to get rid of that because it's just not acting right. And I've been patient with it, but we're gonna see. If it's ever gonna catch a bid. I mean, it's under its cash value, but I guess it's burning cash and just not it's just not acting right. So we might have to get rid of that soon. So that's something to watch out for. Yeah, I mean that's basically it. So let's go check out the market monitor. Okay, so yeah, still work in progress on the updates, but I'll just, in terms of like making it nice and having it just simplify this whole spreadsheet. But I'll keep this video short because it's a Wednesday midweek update. But essentially, what we're starting to see is some deterioration under the surface, more lows coming in. We're still extended above the 21-day moving average. Yeah, the put call ratio is like really low, so it's just we're getting a little stretched. We're gonna pull back. It's just, I mean, that's such an easy bet to make. I mean, we're back at TD cell like 850 here, but interesting that the anxiety index is still at 30,000. So long term, I mean, this is crazy. This is a great opportunity. Just a lot of anxiety in the market, so. Yeah, I mean, it's bullish, so we'll have to see what's happening with that. Ticked up in the short-term momentum. We're at 230 and decline in the short-term down. So, I mean, this thing at 230, it's probably going to pull back here. And then there's a lot of stocks above the 45-day Bollinger Bands. Big moves have started to decline. More bearish stuff is coming in. 419 stocks are at the lows. And then we're starting to see, this pullback in the stocks making 20% moves in 5 days. So we kind of had this big kind of blow off event the last couple days. So we should probably see a pullback here pretty soon. At least back to the 21-day moving average. I mean, we're 5% above it. I mean, that's just a no-brainer at this point that it's going to pull back there. So that's basically all I see from the market monitor. Yeah, day 17 on average, these things last 13 days, so we're already above average. I wanted to put in, I mean, this could be an outlier move. if it continues to V, and stay in a rally. So we'll have to eye that, because an outlier rally can last, I mean, a long time. 50 days, and we're only at 17. But we've already seen the bulk of the big gains. Anytime you have a rally, the majority of the gains come in the first like 3 to 6 days. It's actually kind of rare that we had an explosive move at, what was it, day 14? So that's pretty rare. So it's already kind of outlier. We call it a life changer. But yeah, we'll see if it continues to just grind higher. But yeah, I mean, the number of stocks in stage one is only 16%. So that's long term. That's pretty bullish as well. So hey, could be bullish. Looking at 2020 analogs, also 2022. We just have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, what I'm keeping an eye on is this long-term breadth over here, this NY. It's back at 19, and it went down from 29. So we'll have to see if we get a pullback soon, and this thing starts to go negative. That would be a sign of 2022 is coming. So we'll have to see. Yeah, so maybe just go back here. Yeah, so I guess target. I mean, for sure, I would just think like 570 is totally in the cards as a target. So I can just write that here. So let's see. Yeah, we'll let's zoom in here. Yeah, at least filling this gap right here for sure. Yeah, here we go. So we'll just do that. And then it's probably going to be, around this day, maybe Thursday, at least into June. So we'll just do that. Yeah, target for pullback. Okay. And that's basically it. Yeah, hopefully you guys have a great week, and we'll see you at the weekly market update. Cheers, everybody. Have a good one.